day everyone, I am NAJWAA SALIHAH, Managing Partner of Tata Steak. We are very delighted to have this opportunity to discuss our proud invention. On behalf of all my team, I'd like to extend our gratitude to you for attending today. We appreciate the time and we hope that you have a productive and informative day today. Today we will introduce a little bit about our company, our invention, product revenue and processes involved along the way. I'd like to start the day by going back to the basic. We at Tata Steak has the mission to participate in battle to save our planet by helping reversing the environmental damage and improve environment health, with mission to create the best product that cause no harm and inspire to implement solution to the environmental crisis. Now, take a look at our plastic here. Amazingly, it looks exactly like a plastic, but this is the new biopolymer plastic made of potato starch. I think we all can agree how this plastic can be easily degraded in few months in nature. The starch is made of two polymer structures that are 1 part amylose and 4 part amylopectin. Amylopectin is a branch polymer, so it does not imitate the true plastic polymer, which is straight and long. So we are using acetic acid, well in our case vinegar, to break this branch structure to have the straight and short molecules of dextrin. Now the mixture contains thousands of glucose unit and dextrin, but it still doesn't have the flexibility and durability we want, so we added additive such as glycerin to increase it, but adding this lower the solidarity and hardness of the plastic. However, I think that is the benefit of single-use plastic. We just throw this plastic with no worry, because according to a study by Pontus in 2018, this type of biopolymer will be degraded eventually in nature just in 2 months. Now, what inspired us in making this invention? It was the plastic waste problem that occurred in Malaysia. It was reported that Malaysia is one of other 6 nations that contribute 60% of the estimated 8 million tons of plastic that ended up on the world's ocean each year. And Malaysia is being listed as the highest contributor among other 6 analyzed countries in terms of annual per capita plastic packaging consumption at about 16.8 kg per person. Also, inside the food and drink industry in Malaysia, there is an arising new wave, the online food delivery service. Not simply restricted to takeaway and eating out, online food ordering is the new eating out. In Malaysia, there are various food delivery companies with many offering online food delivery service. Among the organizations are Foodpanda, which is the primary delivery organization that began aggressively in Malaysia. So all these mediums have increased sales in fast food industry, which indirectly increased the usage of single-use plastic bag for their packaging. Since plastic is cheap, hygienic, light but strong. However, there is an ambiguity in making this product in plastic, since it has the ability to last for a very long time, 450 years, though the time of utilization most normally around 20 minutes. An enormous level of plastic that is coursing in our current circumstance come from the inexpensive fast food deliveries item, presumably since they are grab and go and friendly. This is mix of their quality and disseminating for climate. So along this line, we see an opportunity in adapting their quality to their planned length of life.
Thank you, Najwa. Hi and good day. I'm IRMA, Financial Manager for this company. So now I'm going to continue this presentation by explaining our company's target audience. Our target audience include biodegradable plastic manufacturers, traders, distributors and retailers. Due to a shift in consumer preference toward eco-friendly plastic goods and increased use in food packaging and compostable bag applications in growing regions, the biodegradable plastic market is witnessing substantial expansion internationally. To lessen the harmful impact on the environment, leading consumer goods producers are moving their attention from traditional plastic to biodegradable polymers. The ready availability of raw materials required to create biodegradable plastics is credited with the industry's rapid expansion. So next, let's move on to the cost of our product. On a weight basis, bio-based and biodegradable polymers are often more expensive than fossil-based plastics. This product was only made from a few simple products that can be found in our home kitchen. The table shows the detail of each of the ingredients used cost. It takes a lot of energy to extract starch from potatoes. Overall cost including raw materials, labor cost, indirect cost and profit can be totaled to 60 ringgit per kg. This price can be considered as affordable but still a little bit expensive than the usual plastic, which costs only around 13 ringgit per kg. However, the 3 ringgit difference is the cost that can keep our world sustainable. Now, I'm going to explain about who our competitor is in this industry. The most challenging issue for potato plastic is competing against traditional plastics, which are very low-cost materials that have been refined over the previous 60 years. People are aware of the environmental effects of non-biodegradable oil-based products, yet they are unwilling to pay the extra money required to promote alternative materials. As the price of oil has plummeted in half in the last year, competition with petroleum-based plastic has increased. Lastly, before I pass this presentation to our last presenter BALKIS, I'm going to share with you why does this world need to use our products. Only potato starch and water are used to make potato plastic. The material can either become a thick, tough chunk or a thin film depending on how much fluid is injected into the mold. This substance is a thermoplastic, which implies that when subjected to heat and moisture, it may be molded under compression. This allows up a plethora of creative choices ranging from product selection to intricate patterns on the material surface. This product will not address the littering problem, but it will accept responsibility for the products from its conception through its disposal. We must adjust to a more circular way of thinking in order to preserve our lifestyle. This substance is created from natural resources and it can just as easily end up in the soil without posing any environmental hazards. With this product, we hope to make littering a conscientious act rather than a careless one.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is BALKIS binti HASSAN and I am as the Quality Assurance Manager from the Tattoo Stick Sdn Berhad. And as for today, I will be explaining for the productions of the product and also the certification of the tattoo stick product. So first of all, I'm going to start with explaining for the productions of the product. So the production of the tattoo stick product involves two different processes, which involve the upstream process and the downstream process. So as you can see from the diagram, we can see the complete flow chart that have two types of different color. The pink color it indicates the upstream process, whereas for the blue color indicates the downstream process. So I'm going to start with the first step, which is the potatoes were cleaned up and peeled for further studies, and then the potatoes were granulated and centrifuged. The supernatant was filtered and the starch was obtained. Dried starch was extracted from the 330 grams of wet potato peels, filtrations, and then starch was dried at 50 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. Kept in zinc lock. The starch was weighed and tap of water, wine jar, glycerin was added to the starch. And then the mixture was heated on a hot plate to 100 degrees Celsius. Mixture was poured into the mold and then exposed to heat until it dries as a compact paste. And then the material is thermoplastic that can be molded under compression, and then the propose and follow many design possibilities. So after that step, we have to scale up. So when you scale up, the production industrial scale, it becomes the downstream process. Extraction and purification, final product, and last but not least is the bioplastic in the market. So next, proceed to the certification of the tattoo stick product. So here are the several certifications that involve for the tattoo stick. The first is the Certificate of Registration Potato Plastic Product ISO 9001-2008, which is focused on the meeting customer expectation and delivering customer satisfaction so that more focus can be served to the customer. And the second is the Certificate of Registration Potato Plastic Product for the ISO 14001-2004. So this ISO has specified requirement for an environmental management system to enable an organization to develop and implement in a policy and objective taking into account legal requirements and other requirements to which the organization subscribes and information about significant environmental aspect. And the third is the certificate of ISO 9001. So this ISO is internationally recognized quality management system QMS standard that can benefit the site organization. So this ISO 9001 certified means an organization has met the requirement in the ISO 9001 quality management system. So next is the GMP certificate. So GMP certificates is to provide independent verification and certification that the basic manufacturing practice and prerequisite necessary for the implementations of an hazard analysis critical control point HACCP. So last is the GLP certificate. So this is a quality management of control for research laboratory and organization to try to ensure the uniformity, consistency, and also integrity of the chemical. So for the references, so here are the references that we have been used for refer for our diagnostic product. So this all from us. Thank you for listening to our explanation for our diagnostic product. So if you have any inquiries, feel free to contact us through email diagnostic@gmail.com, or you can also contact us at 604-095-0324, or you can visit us at our official website, that is diagnostic.com, or you can also follow us in the Facebook, Instagram, and also in LinkedIn by using the same ID, that is the diagnostic_Malaysia. And that's all from us. Thank you for having us, and stay safe, stay healthy, and have a nice day.